tell you what, every time I come up here, I think oh, look at that. I think I'm in the wrong line of work. A person shouldn't sit at a desk hour after hour, day after day, week after week, year after year. A person should not be sitting at a desk for the majority of their waking hours. When you come up to a place like this, you see, it doesn't even have to be a place like this. There's been plenty of other places I've seen and hiked and camped or just driven by. That should have convinced me. They should have convinced me when I was younger to do something outside, something to, I don't know, further the preservation of this kind of stuff. I don't know what the right combination of words is to describe how I feel when I'm out here about my living and my life choices. Not my living choices, my life choices, career choices. You know, you work in IT, and especially when you're younger, you know, you read or talk to people that are like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's normal to have to be on call or not officially on call, but always be checking your email, and you know, that's part of why you get paid what you get paid, and that ain't right. It's just not right. My current employer is not that way. You log your hours, you log your after hours the same as your regular hours. You have time to, you know, they don't pay overtime anymore, but you have an opportunity to offset time. They go out of their way to not force you to have to work on your off time without compensating your time in other ways, like time off. You know, you have the opportunity to rack up comp time. You have the opportunity to flex time, and that's been great. I wish I'd have had this job. Shit, I wish I'd have been working there for forever. I don't know that I'd have gotten as far. I might have been more one-dimensional, for good or for bad. But, you know, if there's any young or old IT workers out there who happen to be watching this, you know, do what you can to stand up for yourself. You know, stand up for your time. You only live once. That's so cliche, but it's not worth the stress. It's not worth the, you know, interrupting a vacation or even just a day off. You know, take your time. It's your time. It's not their time. You can't get it back. I will say this: don't do it just for the money. Unless you are saving to retire early, it is not worth doing it for the money. If you don't love the job, get out, find something that you do love to do, or that you enjoy more, or that makes you feel more fulfilled. Because at some point you'll get to the point where you have responsibilities and, you know, people are depending on you to make what you make living wise because of the living situation you might be in. And then it's harder to change out. You know, you might find another job in IT, and that's great, and you should, if where you're at isn't fulfilling you. One thing you should do is evaluate your situation and figure out what you might want to do that's different. For me, I had a really hard time deciding what I wanted to do until I was mid-20s, early mid-20s, I'd say. And I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to get there. And then I figured it out. But I think I wanted it for partially the wrong reasons, partially the right reasons. It was fulfilling. I did enjoy the work. Some days I enjoy the work. But there's more days where I would rather be out. I'd rather be outside. I'd rather be doing something without the stress, without the anxiety. I got a lot of anxiety. I shouldn't, because, you know, I'm not solo, I'm on a team. Not solo anymore. I was solo for a long time. And that was anxiety times a million. But I think I'm still paying the price for that. You know, you got to the point during that where you had none of your own time. I really had none of my own time. It was constant, either forced or just because it was expected, because everybody was doing it. Check your email, check your email, check your email. You know, respond when there's a problem. Respond when there's a problem. When you're the only person there, you kind of weigh, you know, do I wait for Monday? And I have the anxiety of knowing that there's a problem. You know what I mean? For the whole rest of my weekend, or a whole rest of my vacation, or whole rest of my day off? Or do I drop what I'm doing, you know, that I plan to do this day on my day off or my vacation? Do I drop everything and deal with it so I'm not thinking about it? And so far as you're still thinking about it, you know, it's not healthy. And after a while of doing that, you will burn out. Okay, I'm off my soapbox about that.